Plus, I have Cheez-Its, so yeah. The fuel for anime bullshit.
And back, welcome.
Yeah. Oh no, brought up the pause screen. It doesn't say who's talking. Who do we know who's a read? Even though we've already read this line. Okay. Well, we'll make a detective out of you yet.
Oh, she's gonna stab us.
Well,
You're
try.
quite full of yourself.
She is, as you can see, she hasn't had much success in stabbing Yuji.
I bet she will at some point.
What sort of accident was Amane involved in?
Oh.
If it's not something you can talk about, I'll leave it alone.
That's not it. I really... Wait for it. That's not it.
The line.
I really don't know. And I particularly don't want to know either. Although I've heard that the incident was involved a motor vehicle accident.
Did she lose her father and her legs?
Well, have we ever seen past Amane's knees?
Oh, that
Yes.
chibi.
Well, that proves nothing. Oh no, I have Cheez-Its in my mouth.
You goddamn hack!
A car crash.
Apparently, a bus she was riding in was in a serious accident, which gave rise to mental illness, or something along those lines.
Huh.
Just
Was it-
straight mental illness.
Was it a bus having an accident with a train?
No. My information is admittedly limited, but I certainly didn't hear anything about a pathological need to hold hands.
Uh-huh. Then why is she so persistent about it? Yuji! Can you really not come to a conclusion for this?
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Her eyesight is bad. Maybe that's a cause?
What?
She's not blind. Even her eyesight is bad. I'm sure she can see at least a few feet in front of her.
And she's proven that she has good eyesight by seeing people.
Does bad eyesight make you want to hold hands?
Yuji?
Yuji.
Who knows? Babies with underdeveloped eyesight calm down by confirming the shape and warmth of things in their mouth.
I'll show you the shape and warmth of something in your mouth.
Maybe the physical contact is reassuring when you can't see well.
A plausible theory, but I'm having a hard time buying it in her case. In the first place, are her eyes that terrible? Yuji. Buddy. There's some things we need to talk about here.
I don't know. I think I mentioned this, but I'm not interested.
I'm wasting my breath talking to you.
What a coincidence. I was about to mention how incredibly tedious I find speaking with you.
Guess we're done
Look
here.
at them, they're agreeing already.
This is the start of something beautiful.
Beautiful friendship.
Can I read this line?
I mean,
I don't know, can you?
I said, did I read this line?
no.
No.
Uh,
Did you really just forget whether or not you've read a line?
oh, you've done it too, dumbass.
Like, it's not, there wasn't any pauses, no one interrupted you. This wasn't the beginning or end of an episode.
Guess we're done here. Or we would be, if I hadn't just spotted Kamine Sachi out of the corner of my eyes.
Oh boy.
Hey Sachi, wait a minute. What can I do for you? Do you know anything particular about Amane's past? No, I can't say I'm familiar with the details. In other words, nobody knows the whole story.
Oh, this is me. it's not the sort of topic we'd really feel comfortable asking about. And if she recovered emotionally to a point where she'd proactively share the story of her misfortune, wouldn't she be stuck in a place like this?
Or she wouldn't be stuck in a place like this.
So what the fuck is this place then? Is this just a mental institution?
True enough. As long as the person in question doesn't want to discuss it, I suppose I shouldn't pry any further. And in the first place, I'm a little dubious that Amane's past really has anything to do with holding my hand. Let's see. Did you perhaps do something to gain her affection, prompting an unconscious desire to hold your hand? Sachi, you're the only one here talking some sense. That's taking things in a new direction. Specifically, what do you think I did?
Oh, you saw her tits.
Yep. Let's see. For example, maybe you rescued Amane's son when she was surrounded by a gang of hooligans.
This all did start once we saw her tits, though.
Whoa. She's smiling.
On a rainy day, she spotted you silently leaving your umbrella over an abandoned kitten in the cardboard box. Ha ha ha.
Ha. Ha ha. Ha.
Ha. Ha.
What's so funny? Well, whatever. Neither rings a bell. I have no memories of being lovers in a previous life either.
Mr. fucking Snark over here.
A nasty memory like that would be best forgotten anyway.
What a
Whoa.
cunt!
It is quite the event of it is quite the event that a boy finally transferred into this school. Maybe she wanted some sort of tryout. Maybe she wanted to sort of try out the experience of dating now that she has the chance. You think so? Incidentally, Sachi, does that mean you've got an interest in holding hands and going on a date with me as well? Well, I'm not opposed to holding hands itself. If you strongly ordered me, hold hands with me, we're going on a date, I'm fairly sure I wouldn't refuse. I see. Thank you for your valuable opinion. I'll file it under not helpful in the slightest. Dick. What about you, Sakaki?
Me holding hands on a date with you?
Right. Got any interest?
I want to tame that tigress.
That's how I felt when I went down her route. This is a problem. I'm not sure how to answer this without hurting you.
Since when do you care about our feelings, Mrs. Stabby McBitchface?
You've tried to stab us!
I get the picture. Thanks so much for your compassion. I really thought she was just going to be super blunt about it in the next line.
Well, you'd think she would be, considering, you know, the stabbing.
So, in the end, asking around didn't get me anything resembling a clear answer.
You'd think the only thing that wouldn't be blunt about her is her knife.
Or maybe it would be blunt, and then that way it'd be more painful when she stabbed you.
Well...
Maybe. I don't know. That's the beauty of then why would she use a snap-off knife? It's designed so that you always have a sharp blade.
Because that's what she had lying around.
Do you think she could have found some other kind of stabby
She could stab you, and then snap it off inside of you.
Look, those things are a bitch to snap off.
Just
That's
stab
just
it
gonna
in
make it even more excruciating as they're trying to snap it off as it's embedded in
Stab
your
it off
flesh.
in between your ribs, and then use your ribs as leverage to snap it off.
Yes. From what Sakaki says, it doesn't seem like Amane wants to hold hands indiscriminately. The mystery is only deepened.
You alright there, Machina? This door is narrow. Don't bump against it. Really?
Very narrow.
Oh wait, they're wheeling in AV shit, aren't they?
Even still.
Well, if it's a big cart, maybe it's like one of those older sets from the 90s, early thousands,
Early
yeah,
2000s.
that's it. Yeah. Oh wait, that's not me.
Mundell!
Mundell, you hack!
I was messaging Kevin. Shut up.
I don't care.
Yeah, I got it.
Kevin, stop listening to Mundell. She fucked it up.
And literally 2 seconds later, you do it anyway.
These Cheez-Its, they're too tempting.
Ooh, I'm that sort of life form.
Just hard cut that out, Jordan. Or not Jordan, Kevin. It was quiet for a second. You can stop the Cheez-Its.
I mean, the Cheez-Its, they've caught me in their grasp. It's too enticing. Just at that moment, Amani enters the classroom, pulling Makina by the hand, oblivious to our gossiping. I put my thumb towards the pair and their connected hands. You said Amane doesn't have a habit of holding hands, right?
You see them holding hands. You see her holding hands for one case, and you immediately go, "Ha! She does have a habit."
Well, Irisu-san is a special case. If you don't keep a grip on her, she'll wander off to God knows where.
Sakage watching Amane and Makina, as she speaks, suddenly clasps her hands together as if struck by a burst of insight.
Perhaps she's got you in the same category as that girl.
Say what? Wait, what? I've been put in the same category with a girl who looks about 12 and seems likely to have get lost tottering after a butterfly? What a seriously unpleasant thought.
Susan's the helpful type, you know? This might sound a little weird, but perhaps she loves the hopeless man.
A hopeless man. I appreciate that you're probably trying to help me, but that's basically an indirect way of saying you look like a hopeless man.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant to imply.
Bitch. Sakaki, could you please stop rubbing salt in the wound without even realizing it? It kind of stings.
That's unexpected. I was trying to be as generous as possible, too.
Mind answering one last question for me?
What is it?
Is there a single normal person in this school?
There's 6 people.
I thought I told you already. If they were normal, they wouldn't be here. And that goes for you as well.
Yeah, normal school for normal people. True enough. Don't think you've got some special variety of unhappiness. Sensing the admonition of underneath Sakaki's words, I feel the stirrings of something like shame. Whether it's normal or not, this student life isn't bad in its own way. I've started to like this place enough to reach that conclusion. A hobby is a window that gives you a fresh perspective on the world. Or my sister said. Or so my sister said. But when I was a kid, struggling through my daily life was about all I could do. I disliked and avoided change, when it might have brought me even when it might have brought me something new.
That's the definition of change, is something that brings something new.
So my sister's recommendation was to at least try reading books. That sister of mine was an unbelievably ferocious bookworm by herself. She began to push the ones she finished on me as soon as I picked up a reading habit, although I didn't find any particular meaning in it at the time. My sister is dead now, and my parents, as are my parents and my master, yet I'm still reading.
Do you know you don't need to bring that up every fucking time, buddy? We know it.
This is something we are aware of. They are all dead.
Just every goddamn scene. My sister and my parents are dead. My master is dead.
He's like fucking Batman.
Batman. Thank you.
My sister who taught me to read books. The parents who weren't angry at me when I was reading books. And the master who praised me for reading books, buying me as many as I wanted. I'm grateful to them now, since I've found some meaning in the act of reading.
Kazami-kun?
Hmm?
Do you have a moment?
Yeah. I turn around in response to Yumiko's greeting, and find her carrying a sizable load of paperwork and hardcover books. Or paperback and hardcover books.
I brought some books I finished reading. Interested?
Sure, appreciate it, as always. Yumiko is a much better tsundere than Michiru is.
She's a kundere. It's fine. It's convenient for me to have you take them off my hands.
Or maybe she's a yandere.
No, she's this. Hold on, I think in chat.
She's stabby.
But that wasn't actually what I thought it was.
It's a popular anime character archetype that derives...
You fuck it up. You fuck up your own link. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Let's see. He's a character that is cold, blunt, cynical, and pretty much doesn't care if her beloved dies. That's what she is on the outside, but actually caring and nice on the inside. So...
Gee, shocker, thank you for giving that one up.
Okay, then.
That was a tough nut to crack.
As anyone with a long-term reading habit is well aware, books pile up before you know it. That said, it's hard to just throw them away, and selling them to a used bookstore feels disrespectful to the author. But throwing them away doesn't? The ideal is to find another avid reader to dump them on.
How is that any different than selling them to a used bookstore? The only difference is that you're cutting another person out from getting money.
Incidentally, before I came, Sakaki had apparently been pushing the books she finished onto the library, but now she's established her own private shelf in there, full of pleasure reads.
So she just keeps a bunch of, like,
Erotic
porn
novels.
in there? Yeah?
No, she keeps her porn to herself.
No, she just keeps it in public. She's not ashamed. Most likely, she spotted by coincidence. She spotted me by coincidence, as she was carrying her books, and figured she could save herself the walk. Heavy, right? Here. I slide my hands under the books that Sakaki is carrying.
Do their hands touch in the middle?
Hey!
Judging by her reaction, possibly. Watch it. Don't take your hands off yet. The books are going to fall. Yep.
Your hand seems to be touching mine.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Of course it is. Don't worry. My hygienic standards are higher than you might expect.
I've only scratched my nuts 3 times since I last washed my hands.
Madame!
That's not what I... Jeez.
You complain too much. Alright, I've got a hold on him. You can let go now.
You're pretty insensitive. Do you know that?
That's so. Anyway, I'll gratefully read the books. When I finish one, I'll return it to the Sakaki collection. So if you want to reread any of them, they'll be in the library.
Fine. Well then, I'll be leaving.
Yeah. I take a quick look at the titles of the books I'm holding. Sue Akai, The Decisive Pudding Battle. Kumabata Takiru. Yesterday's Black Cat. Hirao Atsuko, the exit of the desert.
Does that say the decisive pudding battle?
I think it does. Yeah, it does. The decisive pudding battle. I didn't even notice
What
that
the
when I originally
fuck?
read it, I'll admit. Also, we're out of time. Time to end the episode.